Well, hello, Cleveland County. It's a lovely day out here. My name is Deborah Blanton. I am host of Cleveland County Kitchen, and I am with Sherry Green this morning with Green Family Farm. And Sherry, thank you so much for being here.
You are very welcome. Glad to have you back.
Thank you. And back is right. We have done several shows here, from the pigs to the with bacon. Remember the bacon show?
Bacon, yes.
And
Ginger,
ginger.
kohlrabi,
Yes, and Brussels sprouts. Did
Brussels
we not do
sprouts. Yes, we
Brussels
did.
sprouts?
We
Yes,
did.
yes. So Sherry is we could say an old hat of showing us her lovely farm. But we've got some new things here, and we're going to be talking about throughout the program. All right, now we're going to learn about beets. And you better get your taste buds ready because we're going to do a lot of things that have to do with beets. So, Sherry, I'm going to turn it over to you because you've got the plan right here.
Very good. Um, so I'll talk a little bit about how I grow beets, first of all. Um, I will set them out in 4 rows, 6 inches apart in their row in blocks. And
And these are, what are you setting out? Are they the
the
seeds?
beet seedlings. Oh,
Or
I always do seedlings. I have found I used to just sow beet seeds,
right.
and I found I was wasting a lot of seed. And
Okay.
I had believed erroneously that they wouldn't grow
Well,
well in
sure.
plugs, but they do. They grow
Okay.
extremely well.
And a plug, you're going to
I'm going
demonstrate
to show
that.
that. So this is a plug tray. There are 72 separate planting receptacles in this, and I always sit one of these in a waterproof tray that I can keep the water in. I have grow lights on shelves in my house, in my
Okay.
basement, and so I will line those shelves with seedling trays. I fill this with potting soil, and then I will put 2 beet seeds in each
Each
hole here,
one.
each plug.
Okay.
And then as they germinate, I'll do 2 or 3, we'll say, depending on how old my seed is.
Well, and I would imagine that beet seeds are tiny.
No, actually, they're
Oh.
interesting. They're
Oh.
large and they're in clusters. So
Oh.
one beet seed unit is actually like 3 separate seeds glued
No.
together,
Oh,
and
yes.
oftentimes all 3 will germinate. And so if my seed isn't real old, I'll put 2 in each one, and then I'll pick the strongest seedling and snip the rest out
Oh,
so that they're
sure.
not competing with each other.
Sure.
And beets have an aggressive taproot, so if you only leave them in here for about 3 or 4 weeks after they germinate, they do fine. If you leave them in longer, their little taproot starts to corkscrew because it
Oh.
doesn't have enough room to keep going down.
Right.
Because these aren't real deep.
Right.
And so when I'm growing beet seedlings, I try to expedite getting them out into the planting bed. And I just, here in my planting sections, I mark off my 4 rows with twine and put them in 6 inches apart, boom, 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 in a grid. And they grow perfectly well. That's intensive spacing. And so I can get the maximum amount of harvest out of my planting space because space is at a premium in this tunnel.
Sure,
So,
sure,
you know.
sure it is.
And so that works extremely well. I'm not wasting seed. And generally, about 20% of your seedlings, they'll look good initially, but they won't really be viable. They just won't thrive. And so you can see what's not working and what is. And so you can toss out the ones that are not really strong and plant the rest. So you can be selective when you're using a seed tray.
Right, right, right. And that just makes so much sense, Sherry.
It's very helpful. I will not go back to just direct sowing beets anymore. And I get most of my seeds from Johnny's. Johnny's Selected Seeds. I love this company because of the quality, the varieties that they select. They produce their seeds for people like me who are trying to grow for market, and they have the quantities that I need. A lot of seed companies just give you a tiny bit, and I don't need tiny bits.
Sure,
I need a
sure.
lot. So what I've got planted for this year are Boldor, which is a golden beet, and Bull's Blood, which is a very dark beet with dark red leaves,
Dark red.
beautiful, yeah, and Kiyogia Guard's Mark, which is the inside of it looks like a bullseye. It's
Okay.
bright red and white concentric circles. It's
Yeah.
beautiful, and it has a bright shiny red color to it. You can spot it from across the market. And then I've also got Red Ace and Zeppo, and those are two just excellent, solid, big round beets. They're beautiful and produce very uniformly. So,
And Johnny's Market, Johnny's Selected Seeds. If people Google that, they could find them.
oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And they'll treat you right. It's a good company, not the only company worth dealing with, but certainly a good one. So,
And I would imagine they have a catalog, and
yeah.
so that viewers, if you're interested in planting, this sounds like a real winner as far as being able to produce kind of what Sherry produces.
Sure. Well, and one of the benefits of this company is that they have a tremendous library of growing information that you can tap into. All you have to do is just, get on their website and start searching. Even their catalogs have a wealth of information in them, but
Great.
there's far more growing information, and there's people write articles about their experiences with testing these, trialing these, comparing, and it's just you could spend hours really learning how to perfect your craft on that website. I love it.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
great. Well, I hope you've marked that down. And of course, Sherry, while she's doing some other things here, is at the farmers market. She's usually along the Marion Street side, and she and her daughters have all their wares there. But Sherry, as you have observed, is a wealth of information about growing anything.
I love to talk about growing stuff. I love to help people get excited and succeed. And so if you need a cheerleader, come see me. I'll
Perfect.
get you excited.
Perfect, Sherry.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
We always have
That's
had a
true.
certain courtesy to other people upon their retirement or somebody's passing.
Well, I got
or
something nice to say about our retirement.
Well, we're not.
Good riddance.
I wish that you.
First, he put giant flagpoles on the White House lawn like it was a Buc-ee's, and then he cemented over the Rose Garden. Then he turned the Oval Office into a place that looks like a New Orleans cat house.
Well, I'm sure President Obama evaluated both candidates and went with the best one, better one.
Yeah, one of
But
them had
I
a D
was-
by her name.
Well, one cannot help but wonder why. Betsy, one possibility would be that the Hurricanes are now afraid to enter the newly named Gulf of America while Trump's in the White House.
welcome back. And Sherry, you're on my cord. It's okay. It's okay. Welcome back, Cleveland County. As you can see, Sherry's been busy pulling these beets. And Sherry, if you'll just talk about what each one of those is.
I'll be glad to. So, this is a Kyogia beet. It's you see it's bright red color, and I just pulled this out of the ground, and
And that's one look of one type of green.
yes, this is one variety of beet, and these beet greens are very valuable, very nutritious, very delicious. And when I harvest a beet, I'm going to look at it and discard any leaves that are kind of beat up, that are not desirable, because I'm going to fix these greens. And
Fix to eat.
yes, absolutely. Beets offer two side dishes. So the very nutritious root, but also the very nutritious leaves. And what I like to do is roast the beetroot, and I'll be talking about that here in a few minutes. And also chop up these greens and serve them like I would spinach.
Okay.
And I highly recommend you try them. Discard the stems. The stems are tough, but you want to chop up these greens and just saute them quickly, and season them with a little garlic powder or garlic cloves and some salt and pepper and butter.
What about vinegar too?
You can put vinegar on them, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
thinking of more. What am I thinking of with vinegar?
a,
Collards. Collards.
Collards, yes, you can try that. Yeah,
Yes.
you can try
yes.
that.
Okay.
And you've also got more than one use here. So I tell people, take the big leaves and chop them up and saute them and season them up. And then these little tender leaves that are down in the center.
Yes.
This is the growth point down in here, and it's putting out new leaves down in the center. These little ones are wonderful in a salad. They're delicious, and they're also pretty.
And raw.
And
Eat 'em raw.
Yeah, eat them raw in
yeah,
a salad.
Yeah.
And what you can do if you want to come full circle is add these little leaves to your salad and put your, like, vinaigrette is awesome
Oh,
on
there
that.
you go.
And then take cold roasted beets or pickled beets or whatever and add them to your salad, and then you got the whole story right there. So
Wonderful. A
nutritious.
whole meal.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the Kyogia beet. This is a bull's blood beet. See those beautiful red leaves, purple almost. They really put on a show. Very nutritious. The red coloring in there indicates that they're very mineral rich, very good. And they'll lose a little bit of that color as they cook. You can see the
Sure.
green undertones there, but still quite delicious. Same story. If you add these little tender inner leaves to a salad, puts on quite a show and adds nutrition. And then you can roast those beets. And these are going to be really pretty on the inside. We'll see that when I cut into them inside.
Okay.
And then this is that color all the way through.
All the way through.
All the way through. And then this one here, this is a boldor beet. This is a golden beet. A lot of
Golden. Wow.
people love these golden beets. They don't stain as much as the red beets do. They are very mild in flavor. The leaves are delicious as well. Some people say that these leaves are especially good, like the best of the best. I don't know. I like them all. So
Oh, you mean the leaves of the golden?
the leaves of the golden
Are
beet,
better.
yeah. Some people think that they have a superior flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not convinced, but I think they're still fabulous.
Well, they are.
I like them all.
They
so,
are.
And these are a lighter orange, lighter gold on the inside.
Okay.
And if you mix them together, I love to mix them together. It makes a pretty sort of confetti look in your dish.
Oh,
you know,
of course. Sure.
it's
sure.
beautiful. And then I've got some Zeppo beets here that I can show you how they're harvested.
Well, let's do that.
All right. So all you do is you grasp the leaves at their base and just pull
Which is right above the ground.
right above the beetroot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. That's a huge one.
There it is. Yes.
Look.
Isn't that something?
And that's a bull's blood.
No, this one is Zeppo.
Zeppo. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll say
Wow.
something about the sizes too. Uh, the beets don't always grow uniformly, so within all these were planted at the same time, but within the bed there are big ones and there are little ones. They're maturing at different rates, and so I go through and pick the ones that are ready for harvest each week to take to the market and pull those first and let the other ones stay there to mature. But this is really a quick crop. I had said they stay only about 4 weeks in their seedling trays.
Right.
It's 50 to 55 days to maturity in the ground.
To maturity like those.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's real quick turnaround.
And can you tell when you look at the ground? Can you see if they're like that big?
You
When
can,
you look at the
yeah.
ground, do they kind of pooch up out of the
They
ground?
push up out of the ground. They do, and so you look at their shoulders to see how big
Okay.
around they are.
Okay.
And for specialty markets, some like a restaurant chef might prefer a much smaller beet, like a baby beet.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you were growing for a chef who wanted the baby beets, you would harvest them earlier. I like to get them. They stay tender, so I
Oh,
like to
okay.
grab them when they're big. You get more bang for your buck, I think.
Sure, sure.
But a whole baby beet on a plate is so pretty. It's just whatever you want to do.
Whoops.
Um,
Okay.
and um, let's see, so that you can let it get bigger if you want to or not. It's up to you.
But the size, they're still tender,
Still tender.
whether they're big or small.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
that's great. Okay, well that's great, Sherry. Well, thank you for this part of the
Very
program.
good. You're welcome. Thank you.
Looking for a smarter start to your future? Welcome to Cleveland Community College, where big dreams begin close to home. Whether you're launching a new career, transferring to a four-year university, or building skills to level up, Cleveland Community College gives you the power to go further without the big price tag. With small class sizes, real-world training, and programs in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, IT, and more. We're here to help you succeed from day one. Affordable, accredited, and all about you. Enroll today and take your next step at Cleveland Community College.
Well, welcome back again. Sherry and I are standing in front of her grow tunnel or
High tunnel. Yeah.
high tunnel.
It goes by many different names. Yeah.
Okay. And please tell us how you acquired this and what effort it took to put it up.
I applied for a grant with the Natural Resources Conservation Service, NRCS, in Shelby, in Cleveland County, and received the grant for $20,000, which is, I think, the maximum amount that I was able to get. I was very grateful for that. I ordered kits from FarmTech, which is a company that has developed high tunnels over a couple decades now to accommodate NRCS grants. So they work closely with
Okay.
NRCS so that there's really nothing to figure out. They know exactly how to handle these grants and how to maximize the amount of grant money that you have been awarded. And I was able, with my grant, to get two, not the same size. One is bigger than the other.
Okay.
So the big one over here is a 70 by 30. This is a 60 by 20.
Okay.
And so we received kits with all of the materials and all of the instructions And then we had to put our thinking caps on and go to work and figure out how to do this. They are 14 feet high, I think, at their peak. And it really was a challenge. My family and I built it. And we, in order to do this, we had to figure out how to use the algebra that we learned in school.
Good.
And,
Well, your
and
husband should have helped with that.
he didn't have. Yes, he did some, but we women figured it out. It was we just put our heads together and we figured stuff out. And we had a tractor. We did this the stupid way. We had a tractor with a forklift, and we built a cage that we could, with a big platform, we could put our tools on
Is
and
that
lift
it?
it. That's the thing right
That's
there.
it right there.
And my husband would drive the tractor, and he would pick it up so that we could drive along and secure those rafters and the ridge poles and all of that. And so I spent so much time on an extension ladder. Overcame my fear of being up there that high in the wind. It was amazing. But we got it done. Got the cover on and everything, just in time for fall.
Okay.
And it's withstood the snow that we had in the winter. Wonderful things, absolutely wonderful, and they accelerate the growth rate.
All right. Well, that's my next question. Is why would you do a grow tunnel?
Deer.
Oh,
Primarily, it was the deer.
no kidding.
Yes. After we put in a pond on our farm,
Yes.
we became wildlife central, and we have herds of deer that walk through here every day.
Oh,
And they were consuming my garden, and I was having difficulty fighting the deer off of my crops. I couldn't grow reliably for market anymore because so much of what I was planning on for harvesting and selling was getting eaten.
Oh, shit.
And it was just very difficult.
Yeah.
And so we settled on this, and I close these up every night. I have put insect netting down the lengths of the walls. We're still in the process of installing it on this one, but on the other one, I have insect netting so that I can leave the sides rolled up for airflow constantly in the warm weather, but close the doors. The deer can't get in, and so my crops are protected, and I don't have to worry about it. Now, the deer are out here every morning and every night.
Mm-hmm.
When I come out to close the tunnels at night, they're just all up around the backs of them.
They're hoping you forgot.
They're hoping I forgot. Like, I can smell good stuff in there. What's in there?
Oh, yeah.
But they can't come in, and so we are very,
Wow,
very grateful. So
Sherry.
that made the difference for us
I got you.
between victory and defeat.
Right.
And then
Or veggies at the farmer's market and no veggies at the
that's-
farmer's
That's
market.
right, exactly.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, let's head into the kitchen
Let's do.
and we'll see your magic in there.
All right.
Welcome to Sherry Green's kitchen and house again. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And of course, you're going to be telling us what you've done with these lovely beets.
Absolutely. So here's my favorite way to fix these. These are roasted beets with the skins on. I don't peel beets, and I don't make any apologies for that because the skin is very nutritious. Beets are superfoods, lots of
okay.
micronutrients in them, and the skins have micronutrients too. So you want to keep that. And the skins are not troublesome to eat. They don't look pretty, but they come out nice when they're roasted.
Yeah, and as long as you wash them,
Absolutely.
good.
Scrub them good with a brush. You want to cut off the root end, and this is a Kyogia beet. You see how pretty that is?
Look at that.
Like magenta
Wow.
color. That's beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And then this is the inside of a Zeppo beet, and you see how dark that is.
Oh, yes. Wonderful.
Also formed in concentric circles, but they're much less pronounced than this variety. So what I do when I roast beets is chop them up into roughly uniform chunks.
Those kind of pieces.
Right, about like that. And then lay them out in a baking sheet, spritz them with some olive oil, and sprinkle them with salt and pepper. Add some garlic powder if you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. And then roast them covered with foil initially at 400 degrees for 40 to 45 minutes
Okay.
until they're tender. And then take that foil off and leave them in there for 5 to 10 more minutes to kind of caramelize.
Oh, okay.
And then just serve them. And they're delicious hot. And also then leftovers are marvelous cold, just served as a side dish or on a
Sure.
salad.
Sure.
So,
sure.
and then you can also cook your leaves, meanwhile. Just saute them on the stove in some butter, sprinkling of salt and pepper, a little garlic maybe, and then you can serve them side by side.
So you can almost have a full meal
Yeah, you really can.
with
Your
our
greens
beets.
and your vegetable. Yeah.
Well, Sherry, I'm gonna have to have
Oh,
a
please
little
do.
bite.
Yeah, give it a try. What do you think?
Oh, they're wonderful.
They're wonderful. They sweeten as they roast.
Oh,
It's
yes,
fabulous.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to let you all remember, if you watch the asparagus episode, that there are some people that can smell their urine after they've had asparagus. Sherry's got a new twist.
Beets will turn everything red. So just don't be surprised. You are not dying. It's the color. And it's okay.
And it would be more of a pinkish
Yes.
look
Yes.
to what we've
Shocking,
just
but not harmful. Yes.
to what we've just talked about.
Yeah.
So have an adventure, eat beets.
Cleveland Community College has identified strengthening online learning as the topic for its quality enhancement plan. We're calling it SOUL. SOUL's 5-year implementation plan is focused on continuous improvement of online courses and promoting student success. We're excited for you to take this journey with us.
Welcome to Meet Me at the Movies. I am Noel T. Manning II, hanging out with a bunch of cool folks.
Like Glenn from The Walking Dead.
The Critics' Choice Scholar. Christian is not with us this week because he was smart.
Tim, how are you doing back over there on the Tim Cam?
Tim Cam.
Love is eternal.
Love is eternal.
Knows no date.
It knows no date. Keep quiet.
Which means we can run this more than once.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Oh, look at he's celebrating.
He's celebrating.
Ragnarok. Was there a band called Striper?
Yes.
So they were?
Yes, absolutely. I have no idea. I just made that up.
Washington Outreach Ministries is one of the largest emergency food pantry in Cleveland County. We feed about 15,000 people a month. We have bi-weekly distribution every other Friday, and we serve them with all type of product, not just food product, but all type of necessities. Anything that they need, we have here and we can supply it. Food is available every day, but we offer bi-weekly distribution so the mass of Cleveland County can come through and enjoy some of the food products that we have here.